Hi guys, if you're new here, I am a full denture wearer, full uppers, full lowers. They're currently in their nightly bath right now. That is why you're not seeing them. And I have probably done the math wrong, but I believe coming up in August of this year, will have been a full denture wearer for I think 13 years. I'll have to double check those numbers, but it's 12 or 13. It's one of those two. So as a full-time denture wearer, I do videos on like extensively cleaning my dentures and then like just nightly routines that I clean my dentures. So I was going to show you guys the difference between the two, how often I do them, and why. Just, I don't know, just to help anybody who has any questions or answers, need answers to anything or whatever. So to start with, I do my dentures two different ways for cleaning. There's the nightly way. Every single night, I will brush my dentures and then put them in with a cleansing tablet overnight. That's an every night thing. You don't want to skip on cleaning your dentures. Your dentures can still harbor bacteria and they can grow plaque on them just like our natural teeth did. A lot of people don't know that, but that can happen. And when stuff like that happens, it can damage our dentures. And as you know, dentures are not cheap. So it's not like they're expendable and we can do whatever we want to them and then we'll just go buy another pair. It doesn't matter, we'll just go buy another pair. That's not the case. They're very expensive. And for some, like me, insurance will only cover them every 5. Some it's 5 years, some it's 10 years, some it's 15 years. It just depends on the insurance. Mine will only cover them every 5 to 10 years if they so feel like it, which is ridiculous. Which I actually had to pay out of pocket for the dentures I currently have because my insurance wouldn't cover them any for right now. And all I had was my immediates. But that's a whole new story for another video, another time. So every single night, I brush my dentures and put them in a soaking bath with a soaking denture tablet overnight. That's an every night thing. But once or twice a week, mostly twice, I like to do an extensive deep clean on my dentures. And I'm not saying you have to do this. It's not necessarily necessary. I just really want to take care of these because they're not cheap and I want them to last as long as humanly possible. And I just want to take care of them. So the first thing I'm going to do when it comes to my teeth is like I said, every night I'm going to take a denture brush and a soft bristled regular toothbrush, and I'm going to brush them with my Dr. B's Clinident paste, and then they're going to soak overnight with a denture whitening tablet. So that's every night. Now, twice a week I do a deep clean. So I'm going to need those same exact materials I just showed you, plus I'm going to have an ultrasonic cleaner, and then I'm going to have my liquid crystals, and I'm going to have my stain away. Now here's what I'm going to do. I don't have my teeth in front of me so I can't show you, but if you go back in my videos, even some pinned to the top, you're going to see what I do so you can get an idea. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my teeth out of my mouth and I'm going to rinse them off, just to rinse off like any spit or anything that might be on there. And then my upper palate, I have Denture Fit in. Denture Fit is very easy to flake off, so you don't want to use a denture brush for that. So that's where my soft bristle toothbrush is going to come in handy. So I'm going to rinse off my upper one, and since it has Denture Fit in it, I'm going to take a soft bristle toothbrush, wet it under water, and then I'm going to take my Dr. B Clinident paste right here and put a tiny, tiny bit on my toothbrush. Now, this is a dental prosthetic and mouth cleaning paste. The cool thing about this is you can use this in your mouth and on your denture. But you don't want to use regular toothpaste on your dentures. It's too abrasive. It will put little micro scratches on them that can harbor bacteria and you'll get sick and you don't want that. So I'm going to take my soft bristle toothbrush and I'm going to brush the top one, inside, outside, nooks, crannies, everywhere I can, but gently so as not to flake off the denture fit. Then once I'm satisfied that's good and clean, I am going to take the denture, rinse it off, and then I'm going to plop it right into my ultrasonic cleaner, We're just going to sit and wait for the lowers. Now the lowers, if I put anything in them, it's Dentach. Dentach, that doesn't flake off. So this is where my denture brush is going to come in handy. I'm going to rinse off my lower, get my denture brush wet, put some of the Dr. B Clinident paste on here. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to start off with the bigger side and get everywhere I can, all the nooks and crannies. And then I'm going to use this part mostly for the inside part of the denture where it's got, you know, narrower areas to get into. Then I'm going to rinse off that denture, and then it's going to plop, go right into the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm going to fill this up with warm water at that point. You want to use warm water, not hot, because hot water can cause the acrylic to warp, and then they won't fit as well. So make sure you're using warm water, not super, super hot water, and definitely never boiling water. Then I'm going to put 3 pumps of Dr. B's liquid crystal in here. Now this stuff is very important to me, and here's why. When you're using something like the overnight denture tablets, that kills 99.9% of odor causing bacteria, but that's it, just the odor causing bacteria. You're gonna wanna get your hands on something like the liquid crystal, because this kills 99.99% of bacteria like Candida, Strep, E. coli, Staph, and Actinomyces, and other stuff. And fungi, it eliminates odors, tough stains, kills bacteria, all that stuff. So stuff that's going to make you really, really sick, cause thrush, and all kinds of stuff that we don't want, that's where this is going to come in handy, because this kills all those bacterias, whereas just the overnight soaking tablets only kill the odor-causing bacteria. So I'm going to put 3 squirts of this into my ultrasonic cleaner, and then I'm going to put a cap full of Stain Away in there as well. This isn't necessarily necessary because the liquid crystal does fight stains, but I like to be extra thorough. So I put in the Stain Away as well. And then I'm going to put my ultrasonic cleaner on for 15 minutes. And it's going to just do its thing for 15 minutes. Then when it's done, I'm going to drain the water, rinse off my dentures, put them in my nightly denture bath, and then I'm going to put them in with an overnight whitening tablet. So in the morning, they're going to be extra, extra sparkly white, and they're going to taste minty fresh. And they're going to be so clean, it's ridiculous. So if you don't have a in-depth cleaning routine like I do, that's okay. And you don't necessarily have to do that. As long as you're brushing them and soaking them at night, that's great. But you should get something that's going to kill the bacteria other than the odor-causing bacteria. Because you don't want to get like staph infections or thrush or any of that stuff. You don't want that. It's not fun to deal with. So yeah, that's what I do every night and a couple times a week.